In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a countdown on Shopify. Unfortunately, since Shopify doesn't support this functionality by default, what we need to do is use a third-party platform. Don't worry though, it's completely free and also very easy to set up. So the first thing I want you to do is to click the first link in the description of this video, which will take you to the Classpo platform. Once you click to the link, this is the page they're going to see. From here, I want you to click on Start for Free, and then you will automatically be taken to the Classpo login screen. From here, I want you to click on Sign Up with Shopify, because that's going to make the integration between the two platforms a whole lot easier. So click on Sign Up with Shopify right here, and then you'll automatically be taken to the Shopify login page. Simply log in into your Shopify account, and then you'll automatically be taken to this page, which is where you can install the Classpo application. So go ahead and click on Install right here. Give it a couple of seconds, and then in just a couple of moments, it will automatically be taken to the backend of the Classpo platform. Now, before I show you how to set everything up, if you take a look on the left-hand side of the screen right here, you will see that by default, you'll be assigned to the free plan. So if you just click on that, you'll be able to see your usage and limits. Now, while the free plan allows you to create as many widgets as you want, you are capped by the number of page views they can get per month. So for example, if you think that your widgets are going to get more than 10,000 views per month, then you want to go ahead and click on upgrade plan right here, and then choose the plan that corresponds to the number of monthly page views that you require. If you want to save some money from your plan, I would definitely recommend you to subscribe to the plan annually, which saves you 25%. And if you want to save an additional 20%, then you can also use my code in the description of this video. Now, with that said, let me show you how to create the exact type of countdown that you want and how to integrate it into your Shopify store. So from this page right here, what you want to do is go ahead and click on new widget on the top of the page, and then you will see this pop-up appear. Now, when it comes to creating a widget, you can either start completely from scratch, or you can choose a template from the library. I would personally recommend you to go for the template option right here, because all the templates are fully customizable anyway, and it's going to save us a bunch of time. So yeah, that's the route I'm taking. Click on template library right here, and then you'll automatically be taken to the Classpo template library. So as you can see on the right hand side of the screen right here, you have all the different templates that you can choose from. On the left hand side of the screen right here, you can narrow down your options by clicking on all the relevant checkboxes right here. So since in our particular case, we want to create a countdown widget, what I want to do here is go to features and then check the timer box right here. And that way we're only going to see countdown templates. Now, before you go ahead and choose the template, one more thing that I want you to consider is the type of widget that you want. So you have pop-ups right here, you have floating boxes, floating bars, and a built-in widget as well. In my particular case, I want to create a pop-up countdown widget. So I'm going to go ahead and check this box right here. And here are all the available templates that are available as a countdown pop-up. Now, what you want to do is browse through the different templates, choose the one that you like the most, and then go ahead and click on it. In my case, I'm going to go with this one right here. Bear in mind that all the templates are fully customizable. I'm going to show you how to do that in this section right here. So here's the template I'm going with. Now, the first thing that we can change here is the color scheme that the template is going to follow. By default, mine follows this dark green color, which is actually quite nice. I'm not going to change it, but if you want to change yours, go ahead and click on this color block right here, and then change it to whatever color you want. Then once you've done that, go ahead and click on use this template in the top right corner of the screen, and then you automatically be taken to this page, which is where you can start customizing your template to your liking. Now, the first thing I want to do here is go ahead and delete this text right here, because it's a little bit too much for my pop-up and I want to make this text bigger instead. So I'm going to go ahead, select this text right here, and then click on the backspace button on my keyboard to delete it. And as you can see, component deleted. So it's as easy as that when it comes to deleting different components. Next up, like I said, I want to make this text right here a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it to highlight it. And then on the right hand side, you can see the editor section for this particular element. In my case, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Currently, it's font 22. So I'm going to make it, I think 30 will be quite nice. There we go, just like that. Looks way better already. Now, if you want to go ahead and add specific elements, then you can obviously go on the left hand side of the screen right here, and you can see columns, general, fields, and then other, as well as games. So go ahead, choose the ones that are relevant to you. So for example, if you want to have a first name here for whatever reason, go ahead and simply drag it into the pop-up, just like that. And as you can see, here is the field added to the pop-up. And then on the right hand side of the screen, you can also change the settings as well. The next thing I want to do is go ahead and customize the countdown right here. So if you just click on this element and highlight it, on the right hand side, you will see the editor for this element, just like the text, except this one is for the countdown timer. So here, what you want to do is go ahead and set up up the time. The first thing you want to do is choose the format that's most relevant for you. In this case, I'm going to follow the hours, minutes, and seconds format, and then the mode is until the expiration date or from start of displaying. Again, this is up to you. For the end time right here, I'm going to choose the 13th of January 2026, and then here you can also customize the time zone. In my case, we're going to use the user time zone, then click on done. And just like that, the countdown timer has been updated. Now, besides deleting and editing existing elements, you can also go ahead and add additional elements to your widget. So if you go on the left hand side of the screen right here, you will see the component section. So here you have columns, general section, fields, then you have other as well as games if these are relevant for you. So for example, let's just suppose we want to add an additional button to our widget. Simply go ahead and drag the element that you want to add and then place it anywhere that you want within your widget. As you can see, I popped mine right here. And then in my case, I can use these arrows to make the button smaller or bigger. And then I can also change the button's action and click as well as its style. In my case though, that's not relevant, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how quickly and easy it is to create the exact type of countdown widget that you want. Once you're done with setting everything up, go ahead and click on save right here in the top right corner of the screen, and then you'll automatically be taken to the page, which is where we can start customizing the triggering settings of the pop-up. So this is basically going to determine when and how the pop-up is going to appear on a Shopify website. So the first thing that you want to change here is the display frequency. By default, we have it to once per session. In my case though, I want there to be no limit, so I'm going to choose option number 1. Then you want to go to display frequency here. So for example, if I just click on this, by default, it's when all conditions are met. And in this particular case, we have one condition, which is spent on page 20 seconds. So based on this particular setting, the user has to be on my Shopify store for 20 seconds before the pop-up appears. In my case, though, I'm going to change it to immediately because I want the pop-up to appear exactly as the user accesses my Shopify website. But yeah, as you can see, there's quite a few different customizations you can take advantage of here. I'm not going to go for every single one. Once you're done setting this up, go ahead and click on next. And in my particular case, I'm not going to be adding any integrations, so I'm going to skip this step entirely and then click on done. And just like that, we are almost ready to go. Now, the last thing that you want to do here is go ahead and change the status of our widget from unpublished to published, just like that, and then click on save. Then go ahead and click on how to enable. Click on open Shopify, and there you have it. Our pop-up has appeared as soon as my Shopify store loaded. As you can see, it's fully interactive and it looks super nice and clean. And that's about it. That's how to add a countdown on Shopify. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below and I'll do my best to help you out.